Hey, welcome to this Windows channel, and this is the Tech News Update. We are Wednesday, March 8th, 2017, and happy Women's Day to every woman that watches my videos. And today in our tech news, we have Netflix that is not part of the Nintendo Switch. But Nintendo today has announced, yeah, it's going to come eventually. I like that, no dates, no nothing. But anyways, it's supposed to come eventually, and you'll have Hulu and Netflix eventually appearing on the Nintendo Switch. And in a little side note here, a lot of people are complaining of bad pixels in the display. Nintendo Switch or Nintendo says, well, it's normal. Every LCD display has pixels that are dead. It's not a problem. Well, we're learning a lot with the Vault 7 release of CIA hacks. One of the first things that we know is that on iOS devices, there were a good number of hacks that they were using to actually get information of iPhones and iPads and all stuff like that. But what's interesting here is that they note that most of these flaws have actually been fixed. So that's good news for iOS users out there. And on a side note, for the same CIA hacks and tools, Edward Snowden was looking through all of that and says that it looks pretty much authentic, and it seems to be the reality of what the CIA can do of spying through Samsung TVs, Android phones, PCs from Windows to Mac to Linux, and so much more. I'll have a very detailed report of all of that in From the Couch show tomorrow. So if you're interested in learning really a lot more on this, I will be talking about and more in details of what is at risk with these CIA hack tools that have been released by WikiLeaks. And so I think it's going to be an interesting From the Couch tomorrow if you want to learn more on this subject. Firefox 52 now available if you have or if you use Firefox browser. Check it out. Firefox 52 has been updated yesterday. It has a few interesting features that I'll talk about later today in a separate video. But one of the main things is the warning of unsafe or unsecure web forms when you go on the internet. That will, of course, be a very good thing, because too many forms on the internet are not secured and could leak information about you. ZTE, the Chinese electronics manufacturer, is going to pay $1.19 billion in fines after the Department of Justice found it guilty of actually selling chips, IT stuff to North Korea and Iran. And of course, these two countries are on the list of countries not to sell technology. So ZTE said, yeah, we did. And so they're going to pay and agreed to pay the $1.19 billion fine that they've got. Android market share, that's very interesting numbers. And so if you're wondering where we are at with Nougat and all of that, here's the thing. So now we are right now, the latest version, for those that don't know, is 7.1 Nougat. So how much market share does Nougat have? Well, the good news, it doubled from month to month. The bad news is it's still at 2.8%, very small market share. What are the most popular Android operating systems out there? Lollipop, which includes version 5 and 5.1, 32.5% of the market, followed by Marshmallow version 6 at 31.3%, and finally KitKat 4.4 is still 20.8% of the market share. So version 5 and 6 together are 2/3 of the market share. It was pretty amazing. If you had KitKat, you're now up to more than 80%. So shows you that in the 20% left, 2.8 for Nougat. There's a lot of little older, operating systems from Android that are in here. So, shows how difficult it is to upgrade Android phones. Well, Windows Server. Now that's one very interesting, surprising news. We never thought that this would happen eventually, but I gotta say that it is something that will finally happen. Microsoft has publicly stated that Windows on ARM servers are coming before the end of the year and that they will use them in their own data centers. Now that is a very interesting thing here. Windows on ARM will be used in servers on their own data centers, and of course they will probably plan on selling these services and these to other companies, basically. So times are changing, because this would probably not even be thinkable only a few years ago. And so this was a tech news update for Wednesday, March the 8th, 2017. If you enjoy our videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Hope you enjoy our news bulletins, and thank you so much for following us on this channel.